All right, so we got the new engine unpackaged out of the box, and I'm pretty excited. Now, I didn't pull the engine out of my Jeep yet. This is the replacement engine. This is a 4.7 liter stroker. It's a 4.0 block, 4.0 head with a 4.2 crank. Different rods, different, all the internals are a little bit different. So it should give me a higher compression ratio, turn this thing into a stroker, and give me a lot more power, hopefully. Since I didn't pull the engine out of my Jeep yet, I don't have oil pan bolts. And I don't want to let this thing sit out here in the barn. I cleaned up really well in here, but I don't want to sit out here with the bottom end hanging wide open. So I think we're going to take it out of the plastic, but I'm going to tape the plastic back onto the engine to keep it sealed, you know, from the timing chain cover. So I don't have the cover yet. So I need to take, basically I need to take the covers. I got new covers, but I need to take the bolts and the hardware from that engine and put it on this engine. Is the crate, it comes on this little cradle. I have to put the oil pump on. Basically all I have to do to make this run, other than stick it in the Jeep, is put the oil pump on, do the gasket set, put the oil pan on, do the valve cover and gasket. It comes with a whole complete gasket set back here from Felpro, which is nice. Timing cover, the gasket, and the water pump, and all the accessories basically. Harmonic balancer, I got a new one of those. All that stuff's gonna be new. So we'll put that on there. That's all I really have to do to make this engine run and drive. Basically prime the oil system and then break in the cam. That's it. It's a rebuild engine. That's all I got to really do other than sticking it in the Jeep itself. So I'd say for now, I can't sit here and just look at the plastic. Even though I don't want it to get dirty or get junk inside the engine, we're going to cut it free and at least put the valve cover on the top. What do you say? It's like Christmas morning. Little Instagram. Heck yeah, dude. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, we couldn't just let that in the packaging. As much as I want to keep it sealed up so nothing gets inside of it, because I'm not going to quite get it all put together tonight. That's what I'm talking about. What do we got here? Warranty. Oh yeah, so we got the plastic pulled off only so far. This is the front of the engine. This is the intake and exhaust manifolds are going to hang right here. And this is the driver's side of the engine. And this is the passenger side of the engine. Your oil filter goes right there. Your distributor, or I have a tone ring. Oh my gosh, I can't think what that thing's actually called. But that's going to go right in that hole with the oil pump drive. But I'm going to go ahead and stick the valve cover on this thing a while to cover up the top and seal the top in. And I'm going to put tape around and keep the plastic on the bottom until I get the oil pump on, which I probably won't get to tonight, and the oil pan itself. So, and again, I need to get some bolts for that because I don't have the bolts and the engine pulled out of that one just yet. So, sweet. Let's get that thing sitting on there. Heck yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. What do you guys think of that? That looks pretty stinking cool. So now I got the valve cover on. I'm going to go ahead and seal the rest of the engine up. That way we can get to it another day and work on the oil pump and everything else. And not worry about anything getting down in the engine. So awesome. All right. So now again, I ordered this stroker from S&J Engines. S&J Engines, and they are from Spokane, Washington. Now here I am in Pennsylvania. It had to get trucked the whole way across the country, which is no big deal, but it was a long wait. But we ordered it. I ordered it back in the end of January, and I was quoted like 8 to 10 week production time. Well, it went over that just a little tiny bit, but that's okay. It is what it is. I'm not in a huge hurry for it. It's nice out now. It's not freezing cold. I don't need to worry about working on the Jeep out here in the barn in the freezing cold temperature. So that's okay. But today, as of filming this, I don't know when I'm going to release this video. It might be soon. It might be a week or so from now. But it is the beginning of May. It is May 3rd, I believe. May 3rd today. So end of January, February, March, April, May. Like 3.5. Oh, geez. What would that be? Just a little over 3 months it took to get here. So not too bad. I thought it would be a little quicker, but is what it is. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, this Jeep right behind me is a 2002 Jeep Wrangler, and it is all mine. And now you guys may say, you know, it's not worth doing all this and dumping all this money into it, but to me, it is. Especially with the market today with all these vehicle prices, it's unreal. But anyway, this Jeep back here is honestly a dream Jeep of mine. I've always had a soft spot for TJs, and they are honestly by far, I know it's arguable and everybody has their opinion, but I really, really like the TJ. It is by far my favorite platform. This is my 2002, it has a 4.0 liter, and we bought it last year, a little over a year ago. Has 195,000 miles on it. I knew buying it had high miles. It had a little bit of like what I thought was lifter chatter, and it still might be lifter chatter, but after we kind of changed oil like 7, 8, 9, 10 times, tried different additives, I found something that quiets it down, but it clatters even more now at hot idle and like hot temperature. It actually has good oil pressure. It runs really well, has no smoke. I never did a compression test, but I think it's piston slap. And from what I understand, these engines, it happens all the time, and it's pretty common on these engines. Now, I know it could be like a cracked manifold, it could be a timing chain issue. I don't think that's it. After my own diagnoses, I don't know how you say that, it is definitely piston slap for multiple different reasons. Anyway, that's not what this video is for. This video is for the beginning of putting this motor, the stroker motor in. So that leads us to today. Basically, I ordered this stroker motor. It's a 4.7 liter stroker, 288 liter, I guess, or 288 cubic inch if you're wanting to see it that way. I know people out there are like, oh, it's not a numbers matching engine. Guys, it is a Jeep Wrangler, not a barn find 69 or 67 Firebird. You know, like it's okay. It can be a non-numbers matching engine. It does not bother me one bit. Besides, I really don't plan on reselling this vehicle at all. And if I do, I really think the benefit of a remanufactured, new, fresh motor negates any type of numbers matching. And I may eat those words 30, 40 years from now, but I really don't care. Anyway, I wanted to show you some footage today of getting this thing off, and let's get it started. And I'll show you where we're at right now. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. The other night, I pulled the hood off. I'm going to do this in stages. And probably do this in a several part series, honestly. That way you can come back for more if you're interested, and just keep watching it as we go along. So I got the hood taken off, and I'm in the process of getting ready to remove the grill. I got the hood supports off, and I got the winch off, and the bumper that is back over there. I'll show you that in a second. But now I'm getting ready to take the grill off, and I'm getting everything unhooked and ready to go. And I got the radiator drained out. I got all the coolant out of there. That is not coolant. That is actually water. A little bit of coolant splashed out of that, so I sprayed it all off my tire and wheel so I wouldn't have coolant everywhere over the floor. So that is drained. I have no coolant in the system whatsoever. It is dry. So my next step is going to be to remove this grill. I don't think I'm going to take the fenders off. If I have to, it's not that hard. I can do it, but I think I'm going to leave them on and just take the grill off. So that way we can stab that engine in right like this and just have to clear this cross member right here and the sway bar. So as you can see, it is a 4.0, and I've done other videos with a throttle body, different things like that. And it really runs well. I'm not saying it's a pile of bolts or a pile of junk, but I don't want to be, I've said this 1,000 times to people, I don't want to be, I got the battery pulled out, in the middle of nowhere with my little kids in the back and have this thing break down on me or blow a piston skirt apart. It's just not worth the worry of blowing a piston skirt and then really damaging the engine and being stranded at that point when, you know, you have little kids with you and you have no cell service, whatever. I don't want that. That's something that it's really the reason why we're doing this. Not to mention, I've always wanted a stroker for years and years and years. I've never done an engine swap before, so this is all new. I went and I got a new Harbor Freight 2-ton hoist. I got a 1,000 pound engine stand. I believe that's what it was. And I got a bunch of miscellaneous bolts, grade 8 hardware. My bumper's back over there, and I got some parts out of the way over here. Got my hood taken off. So I kind of got that set out of the way. It did come, the stroker did come with a gasket set from Felpro. So I went and actually ordered a bunch when I was getting parts together for this thing. And I really think I might send some in the back because this comes with all the gaskets you need. It comes with brake and oil, and the stroker from S&J comes with brake and oil, and it comes with gaskets. But here are the parts that I have amassed over the last couple months for this project. So not only did I pay for the stroker, but I mean we probably have, over $1,000 in parts sitting right here. So just take you a little bit. I had this Haynes manual from when I was, oh my goodness, just a teenager, back when we actually read books. So I'm going to reference that. But I got new engine mounts. We'll go over this real quick. Engine mounts, bolts, brake and oil. They actually shorted me a quart, so they're going to send me another quart. Going to put a new water pump on it, new O2 sensors, cam synchronizer, fan clutch, new harmonic balancer. I don't need this because it actually has one built into the housing right there. So I'm not going to need this seal, front engine or front crank seal. I got a bolt for here for that. Now I know I could use my old one, but I have a new one. Got my new key. That's a return line for the coolant back from the heater core. I believe it's a return line. I have a oil pressure switch, temp sensor, crank position sensor, and that one that fell off the back, that is an extra one. I don't know why it keeps falling off, but whatever. This is the grommet for the crank position sensor. I believe that's what that was for. I got fastener assembly lube for the ARP studs or ARP bolts. I know it comes with it, but these are for the flywheel and for the pressure plate. They should work. I did a lot of research. They should work as far as what size they are. I have silicone, but I got all new, some Loctite, new throwout bearing. This is actually the clutch kit I did get comes with one, but I've heard that these are actually much better from the forums. New thermostat, housing. Can't have enough of anti-seize. A new tensioner, or whatever you want to call this thing, and housing for the timing chain, serpentine belt, tensioner, and either pulley tensioner, either pulley. New oil pan. Reason I got a new oil pan is because somebody must have done something dumb right here. As you can see, it's wet because I did spray it off. But that is all like JB Weld right there. Do you see all that? I hope you can see that. It is kind of gross. I don't know if they poked it or hit it with a rock when they were off-roading before, but that's no bueno. And you got some rust showing through right over here. So we just went and got a new oil pan. And along with that oil pan, I went and actually got a gold plug right here. So that is a magnetic end. So any type of gunk that's in the pan will float, especially when we're breaking it in, will float right to that. Got my warranty information. I got a fuel rail cover to prevent from any type of vapor lock. I'm going to put that on when we put the engine in. And that is an oil pump that comes with this. That is oil pump that comes with the stroker right there with the kit from S&J. This is from Banks. This is the exhaust intake manifold gasket. Down here, got some new tools. I got a harmonic balancer, so we're not going to pound that on. Installation tool, we're not going to pound it on with a mallet. And an actual oil pressure test kit so we can prime this engine and make sure we got good oil pressure. I got a new starter. I got a new clutch kit, which is basically the pilot bearing, the throwout bearing, which again, I'm not going to use. Pressure plate, clutch, and I have a new flywheel down there too. So we also have, this is controversial, everybody likes to talk bad about these, but I am going to run this Banks header. We're going to put that on there. A lot of people say they crack, but real world testing, talked to a lot of different people that I know, have run these and had zero issues. My fan shroud is cracked currently on that Jeep. It's held on with a zip tie. Down in this area here, it's actually broken, and it actually tends to contact the fan every now and then. So we go out and got a new one on Facebook Marketplace. I got some spray cans down there if we need them. And red means high performance, right? Some silicone hoses. I got the upper lower radiator hoses and the heater core supply and return hoses. So as you can see, we got our work cut out for us, and I'm super excited. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the first part of this, I don't know how many series this is going to be, to putting this engine together and getting it running. I got some buddies that'll be coming to help me, other people that you probably watch on YouTube, or if you haven't, you definitely should go watch them, to come over and help me get this thing together, and it should be a lot of fun. So hopefully by the end of this month, I'm really hoping to have this thing running, depending on everybody's schedules. I know we're going to be busy. Life is getting busy. Summer's coming. Everybody's getting busy. I don't have a super big rush for this. I just want to have it done by sometime this summer so we can get it out running. And I'm registered for the PA Jeeps All Breeds Jeep Show in July, so definitely needs to be done before that. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.